Let's pick up on this conversation now. Tech billionaire Elon Musk assumed control of Twitter last month, and since taking over, he's been ringing in changes at the social media company. In the last couple of weeks, employees have been fired, asked to work long hours and at high intensity. And this week, the company's offices were closed without notice. Let's discuss these latest developments and more. We're joined by Jan Vermeulen, editor-at-large at MyBroadband. So Jan, we were talking about Twitter 2.0. What is it exactly?
Yeah, that's quite a nebulous thing, right? It's basically the criticism from people who have left Twitter is that doesn't feel like there's real vision. We're going to be building a better Twitter, but with no real indication of what that means, only what it entails, which is extremely long weeks and seemingly unquestioning loyalty, and so. There's no real indication of what this mythical Twitter 2.0 is going to be, just that it's going to require a tremendous amount of quote-unquote hardcore work from the remaining engineers at the company.
Even ourselves, right? We can't get clarity on that because, as we are made to understand, Twitter doesn't even have a communications office anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And, there's a couple of assumptions we can make about what would make Twitter sustainable, financially healthy, and let it continue growing. And you can look at successful social networks like YouTube, for example, to see what works. And bottom line, what works is paying your creators. But it seems that Elon Musk is going about things the wrong way around. He is talking about, they launched this new Twitter Blue that was going to be $20 a month, and now it's $8 a month, and the verification check mark, which was such a controversial thing. But the bottom line is that charging for a premium service, there's nothing wrong with that, and giving users a badge in recognition for paying for that part of the service, also nothing wrong with that. But it needs to be handled intelligently and carefully. And the other thing is that before you charge for something, you need to offer something of value in exchange. So taking something that was, available pretty much for free and then charging for it is not a good model. And so you left with this chicken and egg scenario where the Twitter needs to generate advertising revenue so that it can share a sizable proportion of that revenue with the people on Twitter who are making it a platform that people want to be on. And then you can build tools for those people that you can charge for, and tools for the power users that you can charge for. There's a YouTuber in the United States by the name of Marquez Brownlee, who goes by MKBHD, who outlines this beautifully in a recent video.
Speaking of value, has Twitter's bottom line been impacted at all?
Yeah, based on what Elon Musk is saying, without revealing specifics, obviously, because Twitter is no longer a public company, A, and B, I don't think that they want to let slip just how bad things are. But apparently Elon Musk warned employees that Twitter is facing bankruptcy unless they can start getting expenses below income and increase revenue. And then secondly, Elon Musk complaining on Twitter, as he does, about advertisers leaving the platform. Instead of recognizing what's wrong and fixing it, he instead posted on Twitter about how bad it is for the advertisers to have paused their spend on Twitter and insulted them by saying that they are undermining freedom of speech in the United States.
But wait, there's more. Since there is no communications office and we cannot send these questions to his people to ultimately reach him, in a tweet that he shared 7 hours ago that has received over 7 million votes, he has one line: reinstate former President Trump, and people can vote either yes or no. So could it be that there's a method to the madness, right? So with the former president being reinstated, if he is reinstated, you could see those or other advertisers potentially coming back to the platform.
Perhaps. I guess we'll see, because the thing is, advertisers don't like uncertainty and they don't like to be associated with toxicity or destructive behavior. And so maybe, I mean, it's an interesting gambit if that's the case, but I feel like you would generate more revenue if you create a platform that's genuinely constructive than one that's polarizing. And Elon Musk himself has criticized social media and the so-called mainstream media of fueling this polarization in political discourse. And yet he's talking about bringing one of the most polarizing figures back onto the platform after he was kicked off for inciting a riot and potentially an insurrection in the United States, depending on how that inquiry shakes out. And I certainly hope he's going to audit that election of his, that poll of his on Twitter, because Twitter, by Elon Musk's own admission, has a bot problem, and so how many bots are now voting on that poll, on the red or the blue side? It doesn't actually matter. It would be lovely to find out what that statistic is, and I certainly hope he's going to be doing an audit and releasing the results of that audit.
And the entire world is talking about this. Jan Vermeulen, editor-at-large at MyBroadband, thank you very much for availing yourself.